Back in October, a girl in one of my classes played the demo to her unreleased song called Brown Eyes.
Maybe it was those brown eyes and blue skies.
I thought the song sounded amazing, so I told her I was a producer and we got to recording that same week. Fast forward to now and the song is out on all streaming platforms, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I produced, mixed, and mastered the entire thing.
Hey, Aaron, give me that beat.
We started by creating the entire instrumental from scratch. She plays the guitar, so it made my job a whole lot easier. We plugged in the guitar and I had her record the entire thing start to finish in one take just to keep it as human sounding as possible. As far as effects go, I just have an EQ rolling off some of the lows and boosting the highs, a little bit of reverb, and this plugin called Ozone Elements. Basically, this plugin is just listening to the guitar and boosting or cutting some of the problem frequencies. It's adding some stereo width to the guitar to make it seem wider in headphones or speakers, and it's just doing some limiting to kind of just control the peaks a little bit. I also have this volume automation right here, just boosting it up in the loud parts of the song just to give it more dynamics. The last thing I did in terms of the main melody was I added this guitar top line in the chorus section. I had no idea what I was doing, but I came up with it on my electric just messing around, and I think it adds some great variation and ear candy to the different sections of the song. Moving on to the background elements of the production, I have this piano playing the same chords as the guitar. Then I pretty much copied those same chords into a bunch of different sounds. I used strings, a string pad, a regular pad, and finally, another pad. That may seem a little bit overkill, but I promise having the same pattern played by a bunch of different sounds allows for the song to feel a lot more full. And of course, I added a synth bass copying the roots of the chords, you already know. So arranging this was very simple for me because the song had already been written, so all I had to do was take certain instruments and add and subtract them as I saw fit. I also added these transition effects just to kind of keep each section flowing nicely. I want to talk about this last section in particular though. If you've heard the final version of the song already, which if you haven't, link in the description, we both wanted this section to be huge, so in order to do that I made sure not to add too many sounds in the previous chorus, that way this last section could just stand out and shine. Also, towards the end of this video I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how else we added to this big feeling section, so make sure you stick around till then. Alright, that's pretty much how we made the entire instrumental. Now let's head over to the fun stuff. When it comes to recording vocals, I typically like to do it in Pro Tools, which is just another music making program. This is Pro Tools. Now if it looks scary and confusing to you, you're 1000% right, but for me, however, it's still pretty scary and confusing. All jokes aside though, this is where we recorded all of the many vocal takes for this awesome song. I had her do the line by line approach, which is exactly how it sounds. You take one line and you record it until you get the take you want, and then you move on to the next, and so on and so forth.
Maybe it was my blue eyes. One more time. Maybe it was my blue eyes and snowy skies. My blonde brown hair, I was always aware.
Once we had a good sounding main vocal, we started to add the harmonies. Harmony is created by playing, or in this case singing, 2 or more notes at the same time to produce a chord sound. Harmonies are created to support the main sounding vocal by filling up extra space in the mix. Here are some harmonies that we actually came up with for this song.
Maybe it was those brown eyes and blue skies, and you told me we should just be friends.
Harmony in songs is just so cool. It's probably like my favorite thing in music.
Okay.
We both really wanted these harmonies to sound bright and present in the mix, so we recorded as many as we needed, and then I mixed them in a way to where they were tucked in the background but still loud enough for the listener to hear. And finally, this last section again. We wanted this section to sound big like I said, and while the production is full, a lot of what takes up the space in this section are the 12 different vocal harmonies that we stacked on top of each other. Appreciate you guys watching. Shout out to Adia for letting me be a part of this amazing song. Go down in the description to stream Brown Eyes right now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.